people on council here, I won't mention their names, but some people don't do social media at all, so they may not be able to understand what's saying. But a lot of people in the audience here do social media. A couple of years ago, one of my kids put something on in September. They said, I'm going to spend the next month discussing politics so that I can save a lot of money at Christmas, because it can be divisive. But I think going forward as a city, we have a couple of Facebook pages, like the police department here. You guys have your own Facebook page, right? Fire department has their own Facebook page. We have one for City Hall, and we did have one for the mayor, but I already dealt with Mr. Winkler with that earlier, with our going there. But I think myself, and I've talked to some other people, I think that our Facebook page should be there to be information for the people, because it's your Facebook page, really, where somebody here is managed. It should be there for information. It should be there for events coming up. It should be there for positive things that are happening in the community. And maybe, and this is something for council to think about, because there is a social media ordinance council passed last year. Maybe we don't even need comments on there, because then you get a lot of negative, people. If let's say Diane was running the Facebook page and there was an event coming up and you had a question about it, you could send her a private message. Because what happens a lot of times is it becomes a bully pulpit for us as the people that you've elected or are hired by the city to knock opposition party, to knock, I'm not gonna name a name, but Joe Smith, that's not here tonight, to knock him, and it becomes divisive. I think that it was used as a political arm during this past election, which our Facebook page should never be that. That's illegal. And I think going forward, we need to put some restrictions on it to protect and make it better for the people of the city.
Thank you. Roger, project.
Did you miss boards and committees?
No, I put it on mine.
That's Jay.
Oh, okay, okay. Speaking of social media, many of you that are on social media may have seen where HGTV is putting out basically an RFP to redo a community. And many times those kind of things would be something that you would want to spend a lot of time on, build a real case for it, and present it. However, there have been people in the community that have indicated that they would be interested in trying to put something together on that application, and just to, if nothing else, to be a trial run in working together on a community project. It's probably a long shot for us to ever think that we would get it, but if it was something that and if this is something that has to be done in the next 2.5 weeks, and if we can find enough volunteers, we have volunteers for a lot of it at this point, but if we can find enough volunteers to coordinate it, pull it together, I think it would be in order for the city to have some kind of resolution supporting it and urging other agencies within the city and organizations to also support it, so it could come across as a united front for something positive.
How many people saw that on Facebook?